Hey Omnibus collectors, it's Riley. So I'm doing something a little different today for my haul. Going old school style, and I'm going to show you the video of me actually opening the box. I already knifed it open just to get this going a little faster. Instead of setting up my tripod and filming me looking at each book, I'm just going to dive right in. Meanwhile, my dog is running around. He's really excited because I just got back home from class, so he's been alone for a couple hours and he's excited to have someone here. But anyway, yeah, so I just got a pretty nice sized package from InStock. They used some packing peanuts instead of the usual foam blocks. We'll dive right in and start picking stuff out. So I've got my first block of books right here. So let's see what I've got. I've been really excited to get this package because there's a lot of stuff in here, a lot of books that I've been meaning to grab for a while. Okay, so first off the stack is the Amazing Spider-Man Epic Collection Cosmic Adventures. This is one that came out a while ago, but I never grabbed it because I didn't realize what it contained. For some reason, I thought it was from Roger Stern's run, but it's not. It's from, so you got stuff by Michelini and Conway, Larson, and all them. So what it actually collects is, you can see it on here as soon as it focuses. It might not focus up. Yeah, there's Amazing Spider-Man 326 through 333 and annual number 24, Spectacular 158 to 160 and annual 10, and then Web of Spider-Man 59 to 61 and annual 6. So a lot of just various material from different Spider-Man series. So a lot of cool stuff. And this is number 20 in the Spider-Man line from 89 to 90. So it's the first book I've got, and I think the back book on here is another, yes, this is another Spider-Man Epic Collection. This one is actually a brand new one that came out. This is the Amazing Spider-Man Round Robin. So there was actually another storyline, or another collection for Round Robin, sorry, in the past, and this is a more, obviously thicker, complete version of that collection. More Michelini stuff with various artists. This one collects issues. I'm just going to read it and show you all the picture of the Tri-Sentinel up here. Amazing Spider-Man 351 through 360, as well as annual number 25, Spectacular annual 11, Web of Spider-Man annual 7, and Spider-Man Fear Itself, which was a old graphic novel, which I believe has the Man-Thing in there. I could be wrong, but I think it's Man-Thing that's part of that. So pretty excited. That one is volume number 22. I'm not sure which number the other Epic Collection, I think the only other one I have is Ghost of the Past, and I think that comes before. So hopefully they release number 21 to go in between those pretty soon. And I've got another pretty thick Marvel collection. This is the Runaways Complete Collection Volume 3. So this has the end of Brian K. Vaughan's run, as well as having the issues of Joss Whedon's run. It also has the Civil War and Secret Invasion miniseries. And on top of that, it's got the Runaways saga, which runs basically through what happened during the entirety of Brian K. Vaughan's run. So we've got, that's issues 1 through 4 of the Civil War, Young Avengers, and Runaways miniseries, 19 through 30 of Runaways Volume 2, and then Secret Invasion, Runaways, Young Avengers 1 through 3. The miniseries are by Zeb Wells and Chris Yost. So a lot of cool material in there. And there's going to be one more complete collection to wrap up the entirety of the Runaways material. I'm going to put this book to the side because it's part of a bigger set of stuff that I grabbed. Let's get this next block. You can already see what's on the top there. Let me face y'all that way while I separate things a little differently. So yeah, here's a few more Marvel books. This one is Iron Fist: The Return of Kunlun, I think is how you pronounce it. So this is a collection of some of the previous Iron Fist stories that happened before the Immortal Iron Fist by Brubaker and Fraction. So what this collects is the 1996 series, which was 2 issues, the 98 series, which was 3 issues, Iron Fist Wolverine, Iron Fist 1 through 6 from the 2004 series, Uncanny Origins number 14, and material from Marvel Knights Double Shot number 4. With many writers, you get James Felder, Dan Jurgens, Jay Faerber, Jim Mulaney, Len Wein, and Gene Ha, and illustrated by Robert Brown, Jackson Geiss, Juice, however you pronounce that, Jamal Eigel, Kevin Lau, Ricardo Mays, MC Wyman, and Gene Ha. So a lot of different creators in here. I'm a decent fan of the character of Iron Fist. What I've read from him, I've really enjoyed, and I'm excited to see the new series come to Netflix. So I'm really excited that they did this, because this basically collects all the odds and ends before the Immortal Iron Fist series that hadn't been collected before, as far as I can tell. So I was excited to see that collection put together for fans of the character, for people who want to get more familiar with him. So I'm pretty excited to dig into that one. I'm just happy to have it, honestly. And they're also doing some series collecting the old, like the first run. Like I think they have an Epic collection coming out. And then there's going to be some stuff for the classic runs with like Power Man and Iron Fist and all that. But anyway, moving on to the next one. This one came out a few weeks ago. Avengers Quicksilver. This contains his entire solo series, which was 13 issues, and it's got a couple issues of Heroes for Hire that tie in, as well as a Heroes for Hire Quicksilver Annual from 1998. This was written by Tom Payer, as well as Joe Edkin and John Ostrander. I think Payer was the one who wrote the ongoing series. So I don't really know anything about that series in particular, but I wanted to read more Quicksilver, so I wanted to pick this one up. They've also got an Avengers Scarlet Witch book that came out this week that I might have to grab sometime in the future as a companion to that, and that has some other appearances of her miniseries and stuff like that. But anyway, and then another Marvel book, pretty thick one, is Hawkeye, the Avenging Archer. So this collects all of the stuff that Jim McCann wrote. He did a bunch of different miniseries. So it collects, there's the nice image on the back, New Avengers Reunion 1 through 4, Hawkeye and Mockingbird 1 through 6, Widowmaker 1 through 4, Hawkeye Blind Spot 1 through 4, Hawkeye and Mockingbird sketchbook, material from Dark Reign, New Nation number 1, Enter the Heroic Age number 1, written by McCann and Dwayne Swarzinski, with illustrations by David Lopez, Manuel Garcia, and Paco Diaz. So this is some stuff that I really wanted to read for a while now. This is from before the Matt Fraction run. Pretty much all the modern stuff, the modern Hawkeye books that came before Matt Fraction's series. And I'd heard a lot of good about at least a majority of the material in there, so I'm pretty excited to finally have that, and it's really nice that Marvel collected it all into one nice, thick paperback volume. So fans of that character would probably want to pick that one up. Alright, the last thing, I think there's one last bunch in here. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about these collections. There are 3 thus far Mike Grell Green Arrow collections, and I grabbed all 3 of those in one go. So it begins with what you could call Volume 0, The Longbow Hunters, the classic. The first time that Mike Grell did as far as I've done research, this is his first material on Green Arrow, preceding his ongoing run, and this is one of the most classic Green Arrow storylines. So DC reprinted this into its own new paperback, and I've been meaning to pick it up for a while. Finally did. Really excited to dig into that. And that eventually spun off into his ongoing series, which they've been collecting in these paperbacks, which collect 6 to 8 issues per volume, it looks like, which means there's going to be like a dozen or more volumes of this series, because Mike Grell's run on Green Arrow was 80 issues or somewhere around that. So the first volume is called The Hunter's Moon, Get a nice image on the cover from Mike Grell. And then the second volume is Here There Be Dragons. So I got the first 2 volumes, and I think the third volume is coming out pretty soon of Mike Grell's run. And they just, with the big batch of DC's new solicits, they just announced a 4th volume. So they are moving forward with that at a decent pace, but the exciting part is the fact that they're, you know, actually releasing it. Because sometimes they'll start releasing collections for titles and then just stop randomly, and it really sucks for those of us who are trying to collect that stuff, like Justice League International, or they released like 1 volume of Suicide Squad by John Ostrander and then stopped, but it looks like they're going to continue doing the Suicide Squad stuff. Anyway, then I got 3 oversized hardcovers here. The first one is the Big Hard, see that'll focus, Big Hard Sex Criminals hardcover collection by Matt Fraction. This is volume 1. Wish I could get this to focus. There we go. Volume 1 by Matt Fraction and Chip Zdarsky. For mature readers, duh. Graphic novel about a couple who stop time when they orgasm, so they rob banks. I really love Sex Criminals. This is a series that I've like automatically fell in love with the first issue, so I'm really excited. And not usual with Images books, but this one has a dust jacket on it, so whoop. It's okay, guys. No damage. So I'm going to see if this has anything underneath the dust jacket. The next oversized hardcover I grabbed was Marvel's most recent event, Axis. This was Rick Remender's event that kind of goes between his first and second volumes of Uncanny X-Force, showing Magneto beating the tar out of Red Skull, unleashing the Red Onslaught, because Red Skull has Professor X's brain inside of him, so he unleashes Onslaught, and then inverts all of the heroes and villains, so where the villains are acting like good guys and the heroes are acting like villains and stuff like that. So that's why it's called Axis. It was not that spectacular of an event, but I really just wanted to have it because it does fit in Remender's long line of stuff that he's been doing for Marvel, and I wanted to make sure that I had it just in case it goes out of print and yada yada yada, and they don't put it in an omnibus later on, which they probably won't, because it does act as a pretty important part, because Uncanny Avengers leads right into that, so pretty important for me to actually have that. Then my final book here is DC's deluxe edition for The New Frontier, which was Darwin Cook's Justice League story. I really like Darwin Cook as an artist. He's a good creator. I'm trying to get out of the way of my... That's not working. Of the fan that's above me, because I don't want all that glare. But anyway, yeah, Darwin Cook and Dave Stewart. Really like Darwin Cook as a creator. Does a lot of really great art, and this is a really nice looking book. Really nice and thick deluxe edition, collecting the entire New Frontier storyline. I never read this before, so I'm excited to be able to have it and to read it, and I'm glad that DC released it in a nice thick hardcover volume. It's definitely one of the thicker deluxe editions that they've put out. On par with, it's not as thick, but it's almost as thick as Solo that they released a year or two ago. So pretty excited to have that. Just want to double check. I don't think I have anything else in here. Nope, nothing else in the box. So yeah, that's a pretty good stack of material there. And I've yet to have read most of that material. That usually I have a good chunk of the material that I buy is stuff that I've already read in singles or in smaller collections, and I'm rebuying it because I like the bigger collections better. But actually most of this material is going to be new to me, so pretty excited. Anyway, so thanks for watching this. I hope that y'all weren't too bothered by me doing this a little differently with holding the camera. I don't have my wife here to help me to set up the tripod and stuff, but I figured this would be good to get a closer look at the books anyway. So yeah, if you have anything to say, any comments about any of the books that I got here, any questions about anything, then just sound off down below in the comments section. Make sure to subscribe to keep up with my videos, all my new hauls and stuff. I should be getting another haul. My first haul for April should be coming in a few days, so I'll have another one of these videos. It's not going to be as big, it's only a few books, but exciting nonetheless. Anyway, thanks so much for watching this, and I will see you guys next time.